Hi, this is Darren Orff with Popular Mechanics, and what I have here is Sony's Z1s smartphone. Now, this is pretty much exactly like the Z1 that they launched internationally last year. There's a few differences. It has 32 gigabyte storage. It uses true LTE, whereas the last one was on HSPA plus. And but for the most part, it's pretty much the same phone. Sony is still trying to kind of get into the American markets. This phone is only available on T-Mobile. And I spent about a week with this phone, and at first glance, it looked like it was a really well put together phone. It looks great. But as the week passed, there were some annoyances that popped up. For one, this phone is waterproof. As you can see, most of its components are sealed by these panels. Now, these panels are not exactly the most sturdy piece of equipment ever. In fact, while I was traveling over the weekend, you can see that I actually just completely lost one. So that's unfortunate, and obviously it makes the phone no longer waterproof. This phone has a glass front and a glass back. From a distance, it makes the phone look like a premium phone. Unfortunately, it makes the phone feel extremely fragile, like it's going to break if you drop it. And it just collects smudges really bad, so if you want to keep your phone looking nice, that's going to be incredibly frustrating to do. So in the phone itself, it's running a 4.3 Jelly Bean, and it has some interesting features and some apps that I like. It has the PlayStation Mobile app, which obviously you're only going to get through Sony, and it has a few other apps like the Walkman app, and also its camera is a 20.7 megapixel camera, and it comes with some interesting features as well. You turn this on, you can go to these different effects here. There's one called like an alternate reality effect, and as you can see, you can select these different options. We'll go to dinosaur, and if you give it a second, you can actually put these images in your photos. Whether you'd actually want to do that or not, I'm not exactly certain, but it's something different at least. There's a few other options. There's an option called Info Eye where you can take a picture of something and it'll search the internet and give you information about it. But other than that, it's a pretty straightforward Android experience. I'm not wild about the launcher. Some of these icons I could do without, so I might change those. But overall, this is a good phone, just not exactly a great phone, and I don't think it's the phone Sony is going to be successful with. I hope they take some of these things that I've explained and maybe try to fix a few of them, and also these large bezels I'm not wild about. If you're a Sony enthusiast, this phone will look great next to your other Sony products, and it'll definitely interact well with PS4 and the PS3 and other systems. But for everyone else, there's just better alternatives out there.